I came across this book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I just wanted to make a small note on how these things link to yoga and meditative practices. So the book is available online and there are many videos which talks about the review of the book. I'm now going to move to the mystical aspect or how meditation and yoga uh, and mysticism links everything up. The whole book is about reprogramming your subconscious, getting motivated, positive thinking, being persistent. Now, reprogramming the subconscious is the first step in meditation, because when you start with meditation, you understand that you have three minds, the active mind, the subconscious mind, and I think the hyperactive mind. I don't remember, but the idea is that you calm the mind down by focusing on breath. You focus on the energy inside. You take your mind outside from the world so that even though you don't know all the things happening, create an impression and your mind is busy. So if somebody has behaved bad with you or something bad has happened, it keeps on sticking to your mind, and the only way to take that out is focusing on nothing but yourself, your breath, and bring down those negative impressions in the subconscious mind. So that idea is like the first step of getting into meditation. He also talks about in I think his last chapters about changing the sex drive. Now this is also very important because in meditation it is believed that your energy uh, is residing down close to your sex organ, so that's your basic instinct. Now, in meditation, they also clearly define the difference between soul, spirit, and consciousness, and all of these things are different. Now, to change the aggression or the sex drive in meditation, they talk about abstainism from alcohol, meat, egg, or any such kind of a food. So, again, redriving your energy that charge you up for sex and pleasure, making it move upside to charge your heart and mind. That's one way of visualizing yourself and programming your body. Again, an important part in meditation. Uh, then he talk about meeting the right people and not letting the right people go. This is very similar to the idea of sanskara, or the idea that you carry your baggage of all your karmas to your soul, and whatever is happening, whoever you meet is based on the same energy. So if you give trouble to somebody in the past, you're going to meet him in the future, so you have to take it the way it is and not create any future bad entanglement. So meeting the right people, the smart people, not messing up with things. It's similar to a point that is that everybody is a part of the global consciousness, and you can do nothing about that. So it's better to accept that and work around with that, not get bothered, and understand that it's an equilibrium based on old karmas. Then he talks about self-discipline, and that aspect is taken care in meditation by deciding that you have to chant mantra at a fixed time, at a using a fixed cloth or dress, and never breaking the rules. So that brings a discipline into your action, and you remember that if you have a deadline, if you have made some plan, if you have a magic diary of what you want to do, that gets followed. Because if you can do this thing, then you can also complete your other task, because it's a chain reaction. The third last point, getting along and meeting the right people and being calm. Again, it's the same idea that you meet the people with the same aura. So when you interact with people, the interaction between auras decide how you're going to get linked with them. So if you meet a very nice people and you don't deserve him, you can just pick that up. But if you meet a people who is similar to you, you kind of get linked to him. Then he talks about telling the mind what you want, and visualizing it. It's similar in deep meditation in a way where you understand that thoughts or determination is in fact an action. So before anything uh, takes place into this world, it comes into your thought. And once you make your thoughts powerful, or once you understand that thoughts are power, and you can create anything with thoughts, or thought with a determination, then that brings into your action, that brings into action what you want. Uh, all of these being said, you should always keep some harsh critique with you, otherwise, you will suffer from a disease called over optimism if you practice a lot of these things. So, being pragmatic is one part, that's a caution. So, that was my views on how this book is linked to meditative practices, or mystic practices, or the ideas in Hindu meditation or yoga.